Hello. Okay. So I told you a while ago that I'd have my Sarah Boone video, but it's peak season at the post office, and if you don't know, I am a mailman. Well, I guess I'm a mail girl, but I'm a mailman, and we are getting our butts kicked right now. So videos just haven't had time. So before I start this video and tell you about this girl, don't ever talk to the police without an attorney. I don't care if you're innocent or not. Have an attorney. You have that right. Take advantage of that right. And as I thought about that, at age 51, I have never had my rights read to me. I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess it's probably good because I've never been in that situation. But, okay, so this story, this chick, Sarah, and her boyfriend, George, with a J, both 42 years old, both drunken alcoholic fools. But Sarah thinks she's perfect. And in Sarah's eyes, the world would be a much better place if all of us acted like Sarah. The girl's perfect. George wouldn't be where he is today, dead, without Sarah. And you know what? That's actually true. She talks multiple times. She had a 42-minute phone call with his probation officer, with the probation officer telling her how great she was. Okay, probation officer, where did that come from? Well, George and Sarah get drunk and then they beat each other up. And I guess George gets arrested more than she does. She has been arrested for assault, but he gets arrested more. Just a month ago or so, Sarah will not commit to anything. It happened at 4-ish or 6-ish a month, give or take. He beat her with a curtain rod. And that's why she can't believe they didn't take the curtain rod. What? Huh? Okay. So anyway. So these two kids spend a day, Sunday, drinking. I guess having fun. And then they start to play hide and seek. Because you know that's what all of us adults do. So I'm 51. It's been, 42, 43 years since I've even considered hide and seek. But they were playing hide and seek. And George got himself in a suitcase. Sarah zipped him up. And obviously he couldn't get out. And then he began to tell her he couldn't breathe. And what did Sarah do? She got a little cell phone so that she could document it. And it is one of the most disturbing, troubling things you'll ever see. I will link it below. Mentor Lawyer, who is awesome, has the interrogation. And I've been into true crime since 1989 with Betty Broderick. This one troubled me. You know, the Chris Watts case bothered me. This one was different. And just something about hearing the dude begging. He's like, Sarah, I can't breathe. And Sarah's drunk, and she's like, fuck you. She sounds like she's possessed by a demon. But on a side note, Sarah doesn't get drunk. She can't, because George comes after her. Non compos mentis. She cannot be non compos mentis. It's a Latin term for having your wits about you. There's a sorority at Rollins College, the non compos mentis. But remember, like I told you earlier, Sarah is perfect, and we all could hope to be as perfect as Sarah is. But, so, nobody touched anybody that day. No idea where the injuries are. So anyway, she zips him up in the suitcase, and she goes to bed. Tells the police she went to bed. She did not pass out. Wakes up the next day, and she can't find him. They live in a 2-level townhome. Can't find him. She finally sees the suitcase on the floor, opens it, and there's George. George is blue from just science. He's going to be puffy. We know he has some blood coming out of his face. And I'm going to guess that he's probably stiff by now. So I'm impressed she was able to get him out of the suitcase and attempt CPR. But she tells the police they were having fun. They were playing a game the night before. And as she went upstairs to bed, George had his fingers out of the zipper, and he was playing with her. And she, not playing, verbally. They were back and forth. She thought, everything's fine. So she goes to bed. Can't find him. So she does find him. Now it's the next day. Oh my goodness, calls 911. We were playing hide and seek. Can't figure anything out. She has an interrogation in the cop car. Tells them everything was fine. We had a great day. And the cops say, well, do you mind if we just check your phone? And, we just want to look at your phone. What is... Absolutely, Sarah's... Absolutely, tap the phone. Okay. So the police take the phone. They look at the phone. There's 2 videos. And it's the videos I'm talking about. Where he's in the suitcase begging for his life. I mean, it's just... Oh, my goodness. Disturbing. And the suitcase is in different positions. Which means she's moving that suitcase around. She's... lifting it, throwing it, kicking it. She's messing with this dude. So, the problem is, Sarah, who isn't drunk, doesn't remember taking the videos. It's one of those blackouts when you didn't really drink that much, but you blacked out, and we all had those days in college. This chick is that ignorant. So, when the cops find the videos, they stop and they go to a judge and they go, give us a search warrant because they now need to cover their butts. Okay, so they bring her in. It's now the next day. It's Tuesday. Sunday night, zipped him up in the suitcase. She goes to bed, wakes up Monday, calls 911. Now it's Tuesday. They've had the autopsy. He's got multiple contusions to bruise. I don't know why they just don't say bruise. Because she threw him around. She probably kicked him a couple times in there. But at one point, Sarah says, she's talking about how much George beats her. I don't know if you all have looked at my phone yet or not yet. I don't know how those detectives kept a straight face. The phone just screwed her. So, but things have been good. Ever since George, this last arrest, he's going to the batterers intervention programs, and he's coming home and saying, Sarah, I did you so wrong. How did you ever tolerate me? I mean, oh my goodness. It's hard not to stick your finger down your throat and gag when you hear this chick. But remember, Sarah can do 50 things at once and know the next 50 things she has to do. And George just isn't that way. Because remember all, Sarah is perfect. And if we were all as cool and great as Sarah, America would be a better place. We probably wouldn't have had a man make the cover of Playboy last month if Sarah were in charge, or if the rest of us were like Sarah. And only half of you will get that. But and remember, she's an excellent mother to her 9-year-old son. It's Tuesday. The last time she saw this 9-year-old son was a week ago Tuesday. So I'm going to guess Dad has full custody and just doesn't have the courts involved to know that Mom is a drunk. Okay. She still thinks she's going home at the end of the day. She's going to get a cigarette as soon as she gets out of that interrogation. And she says, so are we done after this? And it's 14 seconds of silence. She started right as she walked in the interrogation room, she had her papers. I have got questions I need to ask. That's like Rush Limbaugh. Remember Rush Limbaugh used to do that. My formerly nicotine-stained hands. 14 seconds of silence after she says, are we done after this? You see nothing. Silence is a little uncomfortable. So she starts with her questions. Does she need to contact the probation officer? How does she get George's wedding ring back? What? They weren't married. So this chick is so insecure, she makes her boyfriend wear a ring. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. But just a quick glance at George, and he looks strung out. He may have been a wonderful man, but I'm not seeing him wearing a suit and tie, going to work Monday through Friday. And just being honest, that is the kind of man that I'm looking for. So maybe Sarah and I just have completely different taste. So let's see. Anything else? Oh, yeah. She's like, I miss George. I love him. The dude's been dead 25, 30 hours or so. And she's so proud of the fact that she misses him. There's a guy, True Crime Loser. Check him out. He's good. But he talks about this at one point. Sarah, who says the words non compos mentis, and George's music makes her fractious, stressed out. So she's got her token 7 couple syllable words that she knows to make herself look smart. And oh my goodness, totally lost that. Oh, she's like, no malice, no malicious, no malicious. She just, what? It's, what? You have a hard time. You have not even a split second, about a 1/10 of a split second, where you have a slight bit of empathy for this chick, because you think, man, I was in college and I probably got blackout drunk a couple times too. But she's not in college. She's 42, and she's everywhere she should be right now. I guess she had bought a brand new pack of cigarettes on the way there, and they're getting her stuff and telling her she can't have her cigarettes. She's like, what? But I just bought them. Goodness. So I am most definitely going to have a follow-up on this, because this case is just, there's something about this chick. I will write her a letter, and I'm going to write her and try to be her friend. I'll put $5 on her books, get her a couple honey buns, and that'll help her write me back. But I am interested to know what you all think. I definitely will link Mentor Lawyer's interrogation in there. Check out True Crime Loser. He's kind of funny on this. And you all have a great night. God bless America. Let's go, Brandon.